Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because in this video we are going to take a closer look at the new Coin Pusher 365 from Arcado. Yeah, I must say that I reviewed a couple of these things, and I must say that I'm a big fan of coin push machines, and I always want to have back in the day one at home. And I must say it comes including everything they're going to need. The keys, of course, not to forget the keys, otherwise we couldn't open it up. And of course we're going to get some extra prize points nowadays, so it's pretty damn cool if you want to play some games, so I will explain you what you can do with this. But okay, so the first thing I need to do is assemble the top panel, or better said, the light up marquee. And yeah, it's RGB light up with an RGB tube in the inside, have different kind of colors. So I think it's going to be having a very nice vibe. So the only thing you need to do is using 3 screws to basically put this thing on here, and then ASMR mode. But okay guys, so let's do a quick assembly of the marquee and let's talk about it. I say this is a one big upgrade compared with the really first model that I'm going to show you later on. So the marquee looks absolutely amazing without the lights. Also it has a light up feature, but the thing is it looks very cool on top, and I think it's a very cool addition to the Coin Pusher 365 bar top. But okay, so even at top you can see it has been centered perfectly in the middle, but the version also comes with a light up feature, and I must say that I find it pretty damn cool looking, but it does have a very thick shadow around it. But how about the case quality of the version 2.0? Because they made a lot of changes over the years. Because this is not the first version they've released. I also did a quick video about the prototype back in the day, but this is just the final product, the 2.0, the ultimate version that you can basically pick up now. And I must say I am not disappointed when it comes with the overall quality. I did see some minor flaws, but it's something we're going to talk about later on. The way how they constructed this is quite interesting, because this is a full metal case, where you have the first generation, for example, these wooden cases. I don't know what kind of preference you have, but I must say I really love both of them. The right one, the wooden version, have this old school, let's say, classic carnival feeling to it because of the T-molding and the wooden case. But I must say that I really love the new design when it comes just a metal case, because it feels more robust. And that is also the reason why they chose to do this. Not only manufacturing is a little bit easier, but also the main problem is shipping these things out. They are very big and clunky. And I can tell you, when they ship out, let's say, big clunky devices made out of wood, they have a very high chance they get damaged in shipment. And we don't have this issue anymore, or at least a minimum, let's say, damages with shipment. So I completely understand why they chose to go for the metal cases now. Where original coin pushers come with all glass, at least at the front, they went for plexi, and I must say I really like it, because it's so fragile if you need to ship it out. Also, the difference between the depth and the stickers and the plexi, it does look very nice. The sticker have this very thick vinyl. There are some minor scratches on mine, but something you really don't notice. And when you're looking at the overall quality, the finish of it, you can see over here they mess it up a little bit, but in my opinion it's forgivable. The sticker set itself looks very nice, and the overall quality is not bad at all. So let's plug in this bad boy and let's play. Another thing I need to do is also remove the plastic in the inside, because yep, it's basically pushing already without coins. But we need to remove some plastic protection from the coin drop plastic over here. So ASMR mode. They're using the special unique Coin Pusher 365 coins. I really love these things. They're a little bit slimmer than your normal typical coin you're paying with. And it gives you a different feel. And also just the way how it plays. You're going to get more than enough to play, fill up the machine. But take consideration, if you want to build yourself a gigantic tower, you need to get yourself an extra bag. Because oh boy, building towers takes up a lot of coins. Another thing they changed out with the new version is the way how fast it basically pushes. I've been playing around with the older machine for quite a long time now, and I got really used to it. And I can tell you, owning the new machine is absolutely a completely different way to play, because this thing pushes so much faster. So pushing in the coins is also going to be a different tactic. Another thing they changed out is just the playing field. Over here you see the first model prototype. I just wanted to quickly show you here. It had a very short playing field. So this product is version number 2, but they basically did so much different efforts to making it better. And that is something I have noticed playing with version 2.0. It's absolutely a way better improvement over all the other machines they have made in the last couple of years. Basically at the side we do have like with the original machines, you have like the return of the coins going back to, let's say, the house itself. And yeah, they changed it out. Also the compartment for basically like collecting the return coins have been changed. And I really love this one because you do have like an option to remove the front. And with the older machine we had like a very big draw at the back. It's not a bad thing, but you also needed to move, let's say, the machine itself. That is something they basically like stepped away from, and they chose to put them at the front, and very big, very positive side about it, new version 2.0. But that is not all. So the thing that they're doing is listening to the community. And what do I mean with this? Having coins. Yeah. Because I have talked with the guy itself, and I was basically creating my own game. So basically because you cannot really play for prizes, you just need to have this thing at home for playing against each other. How do I mean with this? So with these coins, what you're going to get are basically like 25, 50 and 100 points. Special fishes that are basically like packed up in a lot of freaking plastic bags. Like, oh man, this takes forever. But the thing is, they are like a perfect format, so you can put them in your machine. And I would not even be like afraid putting them in my old machine, but it's really cool. So now you can basically like play and just put them in here. I'm just going to randomly put them in there. But the thing is, like, I really love it. So basically you can play against each other. For example, that everybody is going to push in a maximum certain amount of coins every single turn. And you can just play against each other who gets the most points. So basically what I like about these coin pushers at home, you can just play all kinds of different games. I made a separate video about that. But another thing I really like about this machine is like this very cool, let's say, piece of metal you can just adjust like in a real coin push machine. And I can tell you, oh boy, I was missing this in my old one because the returns were absolutely crazy. And when you're going to basically like, okay, this is a little bit over the top, but I just wanted to show you what you can do with this. And I can tell you it's going to give you like a significant difference with the gameplay itself. Some time ago I went to this new generation of coin pusher machines, having like these tiny weird looking, I don't like really coin pusher, it was like a ball pusher because it pushes balls, but they had like this lid that they basically put very high, and it was very difficult to get the prizes out. But the question remains, of course, how far can you push this? So I've been messing around with it, and you can see like now it's basically stacking all the way up, but not to the point it's going to be quite difficult. What I did notice, like if you're going to put it up a little bit too high, it's also not only stacking up, but it will take like forever to push at least 1 or 2 coins out. So depending how you want to play, that is something you need to take consideration. I did like adjust it a little bit a couple of times. What I did is like adding some coins just to see how it pushes. I needed to adjust it a couple of times because there was a certain point that it didn't really push out a lot of coins out. And here you can see, for me that is absolutely like forgivable. This is great. And that's the way I wanted to see it. Like in the carnivals that were basically like getting the stack at the front. Oh man, that is some old school carnival vibes here over here. I love it. I love this. Alright, so next up. So I also got these like cool looking magnets because it's a metal case, so you can use magnets for decoration. And I also got this special limited edition. I think also the Kickstarter is going to get one of these things. And oh, let's try that again. All right, so I got these like coins. They're like, I don't know if they're like a limited edition or they're going to sell them on the website, but I really love these things. So we're going to get like a Coin Pusher 365 magnet. Absolutely awesome. Very detailed. Yeah, I love it. So we're going to give them like a cool position in my cabinet. But there one particular thing I can spend like an hour or so is like the decoration of my machine. I bought all kinds of like second-use stuff from AliExpress, like these keychains, you know, like so many cool things you can basically buy. And of course my all favorite post-its or poster clays. These things are super convenient, so let's slap in some controller. Like they are rubberized, so they are like very cool. And by the way, they're like dirty cheap. You're going to get a couple of them. Very cool to put in your machine. So if you just want to give away to friends come over or somebody in your company. I also added a Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean for like giving this like pirate vibe. I did a couple of these things, but I loved messing around with it for like hours. So let's close it up. It looks amazing in my opinion. It's a little bit basic, but later on we'll change it. And let's just play. The other thing I've noticed with playing, it's like the sound is different. And I mean like they changed also the back playing field. For example, like they changed out like the way how everything is measured. And it's very convenient, so the coins drop in a little bit differently. And also the way how you can play is super fast. I really love it. But let's do a quick teardown, and for a consumer you don't need to be in the back, basically because yeah, when you're getting it, you just remove the plastics, plug in and just put the coins in and you can just actually play with this. But in the video I just wanted to basically do a quick teardown and show you what you found in the inside. So if you want to do any maintenance, so far I know it's not necessary. So there we have, like over here, the power supply have been attached with the 4 screws over here. You can just do a quick like different teardown, but also this has been changed. Here we have all of the connections for the on-off switch, the plug-in for the power supply, and of course the PCB for the RGB lighting that I want to show you later on. Then we have like your typical, like say, power supply, so if you need to replace it. And then another thing I find quite interesting, because they want to like put this thing for sale in the US market, they also have a switch over here. You don't need to adjust, but here I like 12 on 20 volts and one on the 10 volts. So you can use it in different kind of regions. Kind of smart in my opinion. Then we have over here the draw, or basically like the thing that goes backwards and forwards. The motor has been changed with a different speed and I personally really like it. The construction is, so far I know, the same like the previous models, but also the motor doesn't make a lot of noise. It's very silent, so if you want to put this thing for display, you don't find it really noticeable and also like not annoying. Though we do have like this RGB switch over here. It's a little bit hidden. I didn't need it to search it because I couldn't find it at first, but a very great position. So what you can do is like having different kind of options with the RGB, having different kind of colors, just shut it off if you want to. And I must say, like personally, blue and the green color are my favorite one. Makes it like more visible when it comes to the playing field. And gives, I really love like the vibe that you're going to get with the version 2.0. They have like this black casing in the inside and then have like this RGB lighting. But in the end, I am super excited to own myself a Coin Pusher version 2.0. We can play a lot of fun games against other people or just have like some relaxing, like say pushing some coins in. When playing with the older models, I see that like so many big improvements and they're like noticeable in many different ways. Not only like the way how it looks, but also if you just want to play some games, it's way better and way longer now due of the modifications. And also this motor speed gives it more of a challenge. Let me know in the comments what do you think of coin pushers, would you consider picking it up? I want to all thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, and it would be great to see you just in the next video.